haven't done that in a while.
I look like Vicki, my legs are shaking so bad.
This is just an amazing hunt.
Welcome to this week's Archer's Choice. And like we said, this week is, well, curing that SWD, severe whitetail disorders of a different kind.
That's right, we're gonna head up to Montana, Powder River Outfitters, and Z and the guys are heading up there, and it's early season whitetails.
Bucks in velvet, and I'm telling you, they are covered up with deer.
I want a buck in velvet.
Well, someday.
Okay.
This week's lucky logo, believe it or not, is not the one in back of us, so don't cheat. It's Can Cooker.
So look throughout the show, and if you see the Can Cooker logo, again, not the one that's behind us, we'll tell you then show what to do.
So let's not waste any more time. Powder River Outfitters, Z and the boys are doing their job in Montana, bucks in velvet.
When Joe gave me a call from the office and asked if I wanted to go out to Montana to hunt whitetails, I said, heck yeah, count me in. Picked up Z, we headed out there. He said we were gonna be hunting with Powder River Outfitters out in Broadus, Montana.
I met up with Kevin in Denver, and then we flew together into Billings. At about a 2.5-hour drive. In camp, we met up with Zendel and Dean Ashton, and our guide, CJ, got to shoot the Hoyts in camp that afternoon. CJ took us a couple miles away from camp and overlooking some huge alfalfa fields. And the amount of whitetails that we saw coming out into the alfalfa from the cottonwood bottoms along the Powder River just absolutely blew us away.
We probably got 110 deer out in the field. Just you wait 5 minutes, another buck shows up. A couple of nice 10-pointers. A couple of them got some little characters, some kickers and stuff. Tomorrow, opening day starts. Could be a few in trouble. We'll see what happens.
Here at Powder River Outfitters, we're trying to promote our bow hunting. We're trying to get everybody to be patient and hold out for 140 class or bigger. And I know it's tough for a lot of people. You know, there's a lot of 130 inches that look 140. It will happen. I think if you're patient, we're going to have more mature deer. That's our main goal.
Opening day, Montana. Me and Z are in a tree. Can't get much better than this. Every time you turn around, you see a deer somewhere else.
It's our first morning, September 3rd, opening day. We've already had 4 bucks go by. We've got an alfalfa field out here. We've got bedding back there. And it's just like in the movies.
We're seeing a lot of deer everywhere. I mean, everywhere you can see, there's deer filtering through this river bottom. Here comes buck we want to take a closer look at. Looked like a potential candidate there. As he got in closer, we determined he wasn't quite the 140 that CJ wanted us to stick to. Real nice buck, probably, you know, low 130s. Great potential, beautiful 10-pointer. We call him crab claw. The end of his, at his main beams, his G4s were really close to the end of the main beam. Had him at 18 yards, let him go. It was quite an encounter. I was wondering if it was the right thing to do. Had a beautiful 10-pointer right there, but he said be patient. We should get a crack at something bigger. It's a nice, very nice buck. Hopefully we won't regret that.
That evening we went back to camp and had some dinner. At dinner time, everybody gathers at the cookhouse, and the cook has cooked up tons of food. If you leave hungry, it's your own fault.
most people wash their hands and face before they come.
Yeah, that's what I said. Run out of soap.
It's our second morning. Yesterday, Dean sat here hunting, and we had deer all over us. This morning, so far, we've had a nice young 8 come by. It's cooler today, really clear. Should be a good morning. September 4th. Got a pretty good breeze. We got the Powder River right next to us here. We can see an alfalfa field about 150 yards away. There's probably 8 different bucks out there right now.
And I look down at Z, I'm like, are you gonna shoot him?
I haven't done that in a while.
About 8 o'clock in the morning, a little after 8, Dean noticed that a buck was coming through an old gate on a farm lane. As we watched that buck come in, we knew, both of us knew without a doubt, that was a 140 class deer. As he worked his way, he walked right down an old farm lane, 2-track, and I knew that if he turned anywhere near us, I would have a nice open shot.
The buck comes in, filming him. He gives us a couple of real nice opportunities. And I look down at Z, I'm like, are you gonna shoot him? There's a beautiful 10-pointer standing right here. When I look back a second time, Z's at full draw, start concentrating on getting the footage again.
Ready?
Bang, drills that buck, made a perfect shot on him. Almost got him going down on film. I was probably more excited than Z.
That was fun. That buck walked right down. And he came in, and I thought he was gonna come on in. He turned. I shot him for 26 yards. You're shaking too.
I couldn't even stop my legs from shaking. I looked like Vicki, my legs were shaking so bad. But that's what it's all about.
Oh, I felt good. I haven't done that in a while.
My first reaction after harvesting an animal is it's such a great accomplishment for me, and it's such a privilege. I can't really be overjoyed because I've just taken an animal off this earth that was no danger to me, but it's just in some of us to hunt. It's such a way of life that so many people don't understand. When you take one of God's animals off this earth, there's a moment of sadness that I think if I lose that, I've lost part of the reason that I actually hunt.
Second morning here at Powder River Outfitters with CJ, and yesterday he told us to be patient. This morning about 8:30, this one came past Dean and I. That Spitfire and the carbon element, one shot, one deal. Beautiful Montana buck in velvet. Beautiful weather out here. We've had a blast. Great food. Seen lots of antelope, whitetails, seen a few muleys, but we're after the whitetails. Dean and I are tickled. We love it here. CJ, thanks for everything, buddy.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, Dean and I have a lot of patience if it's only for one day.
Already got a small buck, just came in right as we were getting set up. After our morning's hunt, we came in and set this spot up for this afternoon. It's hot, it's about 80, 85 degrees, but we're really excited about tonight's hunt. Hopefully we can make it happen tonight. Stay tuned. That's a good sign. We got 3 hours till dark, and just had 2 does and a fawn come past right 15 yards.
Before we even got the bow hanger up, we just got the camera set, getting our gear together. Here comes deer, just pouring out of the river bottom, coming into the field. We had 8 bucks around us. Within 20 yards, it could have shot any one of them.
The deer density right here is crazy. What a buck.
Finally, Z says, good buck behind us. Turn around, there's a nice 10-pointer, and then Kickers is standing there right at the fence line getting ready to jump, go into the alfalfa field. He stood around for a while, actually gave us an opportunity. He's a mature deer, but he wasn't quite at that 140 category yet, so we just elected to pass him.
We're getting tested out here. He said to be patient. In this stand this evening, we could have shot 15 different bucks. A couple of them Pope and Youngs. The deer density right here is crazy.
The buck was about 250 yards out when I first saw him. He was coming into the alfalfa fields with 3 other bucks. Right when I saw him, I knew it was a good buck and one I wanted to take.
One of the great things about hunting early season is the deer, they're looking for food. They want it now.
Nothing else. Food is on their mind.
That's right.
And that's the big thing about pre-scouting, setting your trail cameras. At this time of year, you can literally, if you don't overpressure them and you hunt with the wind in your favor, those bucks are gonna go in and out, same time, same area, every single
Every day. Morning, afternoon, you can pattern them so well early season, and that's what the guys at Powder River have been doing for them. They got them patterned, and they are sitting there.
Ooh.
It took a long time for them to make the 250 yards to our set. But once they got there and they saw that alfalfa field about 50 yards away, they decided to sprint, across an opening of grass.
Where at?
I was able to grunt at the buck to stop him before he caught up with his buddies and make a great shot.
Yeah, baby. What a buck.
Awesome.
Good job, man.
This is the second day of season here in Montana. I just shot a really nice buck. This is my first day to hunt. Good friend Kevin Deshawn got the camera for me tonight. I just shot my buck 15 minutes ago. We got 5 more bucks coming into this alfalfa. It's still probably 2.5 hours before dark. This place is absolutely amazing. CJ Gaskell's got an awesome, awesome place to hunt here. There he is.
There he is.
Look at this buck.
It's a nice buck.
Awesome. Thank you, Adam.
You bet.
Great job, buddy.
Yeah.
Wow. My first velvet buck. Today's the second day of the season here.
Oh, yeah.
I've had an incredible 2 days. I've seen whitetails, muleys, tons of antelope. CJ Gaskell and Adam, our guide's been amazing. I mean, buck after buck. We saw probably 15, 16 different bucks tonight, probably 40 deer. When he was coming in with those other deer, he definitely thought it was a mature buck. Great character. Yeah. Hit him where it Hoyt.
I was rudely awakened.
Most hunting camps are, you read hunting stuff, you read magazines, you can see the magazines we've read. Yesterday we found out Waz is in love. We're gonna go see what he's been reading, what he's been doing.
I was rudely awakened at 3:45 a.m. by Zendel and Dean.
Waz broke the #1 rule of the man code. You never bring your girlfriend's picture to a hunting camp.
On his nightstand is a picture of his girlfriend. We're on a hunting trip in Montana with the guys, and Dave's got a picture of his girlfriend. Come on, Dave, can't be doing that. We officially revoked his man card. He is on probation until we decide he's a man again.
It was all a setup. I didn't even know her picture was laying next to the bed.
All right, let's go wait Kevin.
Today, me and Dean Ashton are up to bat. Dave and Zendel both on their first day of their hunt tagged out. It's nice and cool, so let's get on stand. As we were getting set up, I look up and I see 2 bucks coming off the alfalfa field right to us. And they were coming right down the bottleneck right to us, and they were gonna come out at only like 5 yards, just right underneath us. The first one came out and smelt right where we had walked in and got a little antsy. So they left and they went off. My buck that I was targeting didn't quite know what was going on. He just knew that that other buck was a little bit fidgety. He gets out there, I get the okay from Waz, draw back. He was at 27 yards. It only went about 30 yards and the celebration began. I mean, hunting velvet whitetails in Montana, it's just like in the movies.
We did it. Oh,
Great job.
thank you, Lord. Man, we just got in and got set up. I didn't even have my arrow or my release on. And the deer started coming off the alfalfa fields. Alfalfa fields, Powder River, and it's just fun. Hundreds and hundreds of animals, pheasants, turkeys, whitetails, mule deer. Good people at camp, great food, laughs.
Yeah, I knew him when the first saw him
And I'm gonna hug you.
Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, I guarantee he's on 135. Easy.
I shot him by this brush pile over here.
Okay.
Oh, there's the arrow.
Look at the
Snapped
log.
off.
Look at the log.
Look at that. I mean, there's bubbles in it. I mean, I held it really tight to the shoulder, so.
Well, the Spitfire did the trick.
Oh man. Look at that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a nice buck.
Whew. Oh. That gets you pumped up right there. Let me put my hands on him.
Full velvet.
Beautiful velvet. Come down here with me. Look at that. Oh. I mean, look at that. That is.
He's got some nice mass, nice tine leg.
Wasn't even set up yet, and he's coming in off the alfalfa field with another buck. Kind of boogered a little bit and went out to 27 yards, and I put my pin on him and let it fly, and we got it done.
Yeah, it's a beautiful
I appreciate
morning.
it, man.
You bet.
A lot.
You bet.
I've had a blast with you. Thanks, Waz. I mean, we've had fun.
How many bucks do you think you've seen this total trip? Total.
I can't say. I've lost track. It's too amazing.
Was that incredible or what? I mean, when you think about it, 3 out of the 4 scored on velvet bucks. That's pretty unheard of.
Those are really good odds. That's
Yep.
good. And Dean had some encounters, but sometimes bird in a hand.
Yep.
And sometimes it doesn't work that way.
But the crazy thing is to have that much opportunity.
That's right.
I mean,
and the
that was
guys
really
at Powder
cool.
River Outfitters are amazing. Thank you guys so much for having us out there.
Now, don't forget the Lucky logo.
That's right. The Lucky logo was Can Cooker. If you happen to have seen the Can Cooker logo, not the one on behind us,
Cheater.
you need to log on to archerschoice.com. Click on the Lucky logo button. Fill out the information, and someone's going to win a can cooker and a whole bunch of other great stuff.
Now, next week, you better, well, be prepared.
Be prepared.
Because I even think Troy and Joshua would be scared with the gators we're about to face.
Really?
Down at Hoppy's in Florida.
That's right. We got Dr. Chris and Don coming out, and wait till you see. This is going to be awesome. But until then,
yes,
we want to thank everyone for watching this week's show, and we'll see you next week, same time.
Same channel.
Right here
on the Archer's Choice.